So let's take a look at some important Afrikaans poetry terminology. So, letterlijke, it means literal. What is the literal meaning of what we have here? Haar oor is blauw, maybe her eyes are blue, but the figurative meaning would mean that she's sad. In Yambament, this is when we have run on lines. The lines simply flow, it's one sentence. Tiama, this is the theme. The theme of something could be anything along the lines of love, death, sadness, happiness, joy. What is the message of the poem? What point is it trying to convey? Vergelijking, metafoor, these are both comparisons. A vergelijking using soos of as, like or as, and a metafoor, like is or was, typically. Personificatie, this is when you give an inanimate object human like qualities. The sun smiled at us. Personificatie, personification. Nothing too heavy here. Okay, continued. Liesi, this is an interesting term that is used quite a bit in the matric work. So, hy eet could be translated to hate. It's a contraction. Euphemisme, this is a euphemism. Maybe he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, the guy's not very smart. Hyperbole, this is a hyperbole, this is a gross exaggeration of something. Ironie, when something is ironic. So, for example, the Titanic being an unsinkable ship, but it sank. Contrast, this is when two things are different to each other. Black and white, happy, sad. Klank na bootsing, clunk. It's like a sound. It's onomatopoeia. Doof, click. Anything along those lines. Paradox, something that doesn't make sense. The child was the father to his dad. Maybe in the dad's old age, his son took care of him. Oxymoron, two contrasting words. Something like bittersweet, bitterzoet. Nothing too hectic here on this slide. Retorische vraag. This is a rhetorical question, a question that doesn't need an answer. Herhaling, om te beklemtoon. Repetition, to repeat something. Die toon, the tone of something. It could be melancholic, heartsore. Vrije vers, it's just free. We're just spewing out whatever we like here. Versreel, this is the line 9, line 10. Versreel 9, versreel 10, whatever. Alliteratie, I'm going to kill one of your pets right now. Die slim slang is dood. Slim slang, the clever snake, and this could place emphasis on how clever the snake is. Assonance, the repetition of sounds, O, E. There was a poem about Christmas a few years ago, and they described the tree as clean. So, die boom. Now, this is grammatically incorrect. The skoon should change into a bijvoeglike naamwoord, but the dichter had poetic license here, so it was just for rhyming purposes. And the assonance was meant to emphasize just how clean things were supposed to be. Should have been die skone boom or something along those lines. Ritme, the rhythm of something. And alliteratie and assonance, they bring rhythm to something. Ellipsis, ... to be continued, or maybe we're taking a small pause, a pause, break. Inkeping, that's when you have an indent. So like the line could start something like this. That could be line 1. And line 2, it starts like somewhere here. So all that portion there would be in inkeping. And that could be to place emphasis on line 2. And if we're placing emphasis on a line, it's to emphasize it. But if it's on a single line in particular, we can call it an alleen plasing, if it's all alone. Intertext, typically with the Bible, with die Bijbel, there was a poem, 10 haikus vir die vrede voorkoppel, that was a biblical allusion. Not illusion, like I'm a magician or escape artist trying to play a trick on you. Allusion, like I'm alluding to something. So intertextuality, it relates to another book, another scripture. And versie, so again, if we use our favorite adjective, slim, it's my favorite one, it's by slim. Slim is die man. Well, grammatically, this isn't entirely correct. It should be die man is slim, but slim is die man. This emphasizes just how smart the man is. Commas, parenthese, when we want to place emphasis on something, give additional information about, force the reader to take a break, a pause. And a wending. This is a major change. An angles Ons noem dit 'n volta. It's typically line 9 of a sonnet. But in Afrikaans, it's a change, and it's usually indicated by some kind of voegwoord, like toe or maar, want, anything along those lines.